Well, my name is Mark Peters. I moved up here from Calgary June of 2018. We came up here to be closer to our grandkids. Just been a very interesting journey that God has taken me on since we came here. It started out with really wanting the Lord to prove something to me, that He really wanted me to leave where I'd been my entire life. I'd been born in Calgary, raised in Calgary. I'd lived there for the first 48 years of my life. It was time to be closer to our granddaughter, who we had seen, who had been born like 4 months before at that point, and we just felt like we were missing things. We were missing seeing her grow. So we decided that we would move up here in lock, stock, and barrel. I really felt like I was saying, okay, God, I've got my doubts about this, and my one proof that if you really want us to be here, that you will help me find a job. I had sent out resumes from Calgary for a couple of weeks before we moved up here. I hadn't heard a thing. So I'd been up here for 2 or 3 days at that point where the Lord said, okay, you need to get out there face to face with people. So I went and started visiting the different companies that I had applied to. And I was into about 3 on that first morning. The hiring manager had seen my resume, and when he found out I was actually there, brought me straight into his office. We sat down, we talked about things, and he said, okay, we will let you know, give us until tomorrow. And I said, okay, that's fine, not a problem. Got a phone call, and it wasn't even an hour later after I had left, and they called me back to say, yep, we've talked it over, we want to hire you. The fleshy part of me was kind of astounded by it, but the spirit side of me just knew it was God. So that knowing that God had brought me here, the COVID season came in, and of course the company that had hired me just hit a really rough patch. They had laid off 40 of us on a temporary layoff, and out of the 40 they brought back only 2. And of course, I wasn't part of the 2. My entire life, I've kind of been a workaholic. I haven't ever really been out of a job for long. It's going on 10 months since I got laid off. And it has just really shown me, like the Lord has just been there. He has done fantastic things for me in my life. The support that I've gotten from everyone here at church, I can't even really truly put a value on it. It has just meant so much to me, being here and being close to people from here. I won't lie to anybody and say that it has been easy. I don't think it's been easy for any of us during this season. It has really shown me how much that God really loves me. He understands me, He sees the good in me, He sees the bad in me, He has a better plan for me. And that He has just been opening doors that, well, for me in my life, I thought I had closed. He has opened them back up again and shown me my destiny, my purpose. Going to Bible college, I got my degree, but I had kind of had, I admit, the dream die in me a bit, that was really where my purpose and my calling was. And over the last 10 months, in reading my scriptures, in spending the time with the Lord and really praying with Him and getting to that point where I just really felt that I could talk to Him at any time about anything, it has just really given me a good connection again to the relationship with my Father. I loved my earthly father, but it's so much a different relationship with my Heavenly Father. He doesn't let you down. He doesn't break His promises. And He's always there for you. And for me, I just pray for everyone to get that type of a revelation, and how He has a plan for us that even when we don't see it the way he sees it, that he brings us into a revelation and helps us to grow into who he planned for us to be.